Imagine waking up one summer morning in 2018, grabbing your phone, and discovering that the most beautiful woman in China, the one who stops the entire world on the Cannes red carpet, the one who makes 300 million yuan a year with a single glance, the one who just graced the cover of American Vogue next to Jennifer Lawrence, the one Hollywood itself called Asia's ultimate queen, has completely vanished. No trace, no explanation, nobody knows where she is. The 1st of July 2018, Fan Bingbing goes dark, Weibo silent, phone unreachable, studio locked. Even her fiancé, Li Chen, China's biggest male star at the time, could only tell reporters, "I don't know where she is." The world lost its mind. Number: where is Fan Bingbing shot to global #1 on Twitter for 2 straight weeks? CNN, BBC, the New York Times, every major outlet ran the story. Some swore she'd been kidnapped in Los Angeles. Others claimed she was locked in a secret prison outside Beijing. Some even said she was dead. Fans camped outside her studio in tears. Paparazzi lived at the airports. Her management company's stock crashed 20% overnight. Dior and Louis Vuitton frantically pulled every ad with her face. Then, on China's National Day, the 3rd of October 2018, after exactly 91 days of total disappearance, Fan Bingbing resurfaced with one single Weibo post, a 1,000-word letter that began with the sentence that silenced an entire nation. "I have committed a grave crime against my country." She admitted to tax evasion of 884 million yuan, roughly 129 million US dollars. The fine, including penalties, came to nearly 900 million yuan, the largest penalty ever handed to a celebrity in world entertainment history. And in one single day, she paid it. All of it. In cash, from Cannes royalty, from X-Men star standing beside Hugh Jackman, from the woman crowned the most perfect face in Asia, Fan Bingbing became China's public enemy #1 overnight. The question the entire world has been asking for 7 years: what really happened during those 3 months she was gone? Who brought the untouchable queen to her knees? And how, in 2025, is she now sitting on the Berlin Film Festival jury, starring in award-contending films, richer than ever, and forcing Hollywood to look twice? This is the 100% true story of the most spectacular fall in Asian entertainment history. The 3 months she spent locked away in darkness, the biggest fine ever recorded, and the comeback no screenwriter would dare write. If you want to know what truly went on behind those closed doors, the truth Fan Bingbing herself has only told half of. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will make it impossible to look away. Let's start from the time she ruled Asia without a single rival. Before the sky fell, Fan Bingbing lived in a world most of us only dream of. In 2017, she sat at #1 on the Forbes China Celebrity 100 for the 3rd year running, official income 300 million yuan, but insiders knew the real figure was closer to 600 million once you added the secret advertising deals and self-produced films. She is still the only Asian actress ever named in Vogue's all-time top 10 best dressed at Cannes. That legendary blue dragon robe gown the world instantly called the Fan family imperial gown was later bought by a Shanghai museum for 12 million yuan just to put on display. She had her own studio since age 26, greenlit her own movies, chose her own scripts, set her own price. Hollywood offered her the next X-Men sequel. She turned it down flat. "I'd rather be queen in China than princess in America." And right when she was at the absolute height of power and beauty, one man walked in, Li Chen. They met on the set of Keep Running in 2014. Back then, Li Chen was the ultimate fantasy. 6'2", ripped, nicknamed Chen Chen, former national swimmer turned war movie hero, the face on millions of bedroom walls. On the 29th of May 2015, her 34th birthday, Li Chen posted a simple photo of their hands together with the caption, "From today, we are in love." China exploded. The hashtag hit 3.2 billion reads in 24 hours and crashed Weibo twice. 2 years later, on her 36th birthday, Li Chen threw a party at a 7-star Beijing hotel. In front of 300 A-list guests, he dropped to one knee, pulled out a custom 5-carat diamond ring, and asked, voice shaking, "Will you be my wife, this life and the next?" She cried, nodded nonstop, and the room stood and applauded for 12 solid minutes. Some guests ran out of phone battery, still filming. They announced the wedding date, the 16th of September 2018, her birthday. Gold embossed invitations, dressed by Guo Pei that cost as much as a Shanghai villa, guest list packed with Jack Ma, Wang Jianlin, and officials the press isn't allowed to name. But exactly 1 year later, June 2019, while her tax firestorm was still raging, they posted identical breakup messages. "We have separated. Thank you for your love. We remain good friends." No press conference, no tears on camera, nothing. The world assumed PR spin. Only at the end of 2020, in a quiet Victoria Harbor View apartment in Hong Kong, did Fan Bingbing finally tell the truth, eyes red, voice breaking. "I ended it. I didn't want him or my little brother dragged into the mess. My scandal was a time bomb. If we stayed together, he'd be banned from acting. My brother would never debut. I'd rather he hated me forever than watch him lose everything because of me." Li Chen never dated again. In 2025, at 47, he still lives alone in his Beijing penthouse, and according to close friends, the 2017 engagement ring is still locked, untouched, in his safe. Fan Bingbing, whenever asked about her ex, just gives a small, distant smile. "He is the best man I ever met. I only want him to be happy, even if that happiness no longer has room for me." A fairy tale romance that lasted 4 years ended with one woman choosing to burn herself down so the man she loved could keep walking in daylight. But that still wasn't the darkest chapter. The darkest chapter began with secret yin-yang contracts, hidden numbers under the table, and one man who brought her entire empire crashing down with a single Weibo post. The real darkness began with one man, Kui Yongyuan, a famous CCTV host who had been bullied by Fan Bingbing's studio years earlier. On the 23rd of May 2018, he posted 2 contracts for the same 4-day film shoot. Public contract, 10 million yuan. Secret contract, 50 million yuan. He ended the post with one line that froze China. "Still dare to call yourself clean?" That post was a nuclear bomb. Within 24 hours, China's State Taxation Administration launched a full industry investigation. Hundreds of stars were called in. But target number 1 was Fan Bingbing. The 1st of July 2018, she was invited for tea at a military hotel in Jiangsu. That was the last day the world saw her. For the next 91 days, no one, not even family, was allowed contact. Official term later released by Xinhua, residential surveillance at a designated location, the highest level house arrest reserved for people not yet charged but considered a threat to society. She lived in a guarded military villa. No phone, no internet, only people's daily to read. During those 3 months, investigators seized every document from Fan Bingbing's studio and uncovered over 500 yin-yang contracts from 2012 to 2018. Total tax evasion, 248 million yuan personal, hundreds of millions more corporate. Final bill with penalties, exactly 884 million yuan, about 129 million US dollars at the time. The 3rd of October 2018, China's National Day, she was released on condition she publish a public apology. The 1,100-word Weibo letter began, "I have committed a grave crime against my country and its people." Same day, Jiangsu Tax Bureau announced, "Pay the full amount within the deadline and no criminal prosecution." 24 hours later, all 884 million yuan was in the state account, paid from years of savings, stock sales, bank loans, and large sums from her mother and brother. She is still quietly repaying her family in 2025. Every film she ever made was pulled from platforms. Dior, Louis Vuitton, Mont Blanc, every endorsement canceled overnight. Studio dissolved. She was banned from Chinese mainland TV until 2023. The internet's favorite line at the time, Fan Bingbing, is no longer an actress. She has become a lesson. Few know that during house arrest, she filled over 300 pages of diary. In 2021, she told Elle, "China, it was the first time in my life I had nothing left to lose. I learned that fame, money, beauty, everything can vanish in one night. Only yourself remains." She thought it was the end. Yet in 2025, she sits on the Berlin jury, stars in Golden Horse Contenders, and makes the world gasp. This woman cannot be killed. Next part, the 5 years she lived in hell, rebuilt an empire from zero, and the comeback that forced Hollywood to bow. Ready? After 91 days of hell, Fan Bingbing returned to Beijing like a ghost. Her 2,000 square meter penthouse was sealed. She moved back in with her mother in an old suburban apartment. From earning millions a day, she now had 0 contracts. Every time she posted anything, millions of hate comments poured in. In 2019, she basically vanished from the Chinese mainland. November 2019, she quietly flew to Hong Kong and rented a small mid-levels flat, living completely under the radar. No assistant, no bodyguard, grocery shopping by herself. Paparazzi once caught her in sweatpants and a mask pushing a cart at a discount supermarket. The photo went viral with the caption, "This is what the Queen has become." But Fan Bingbing did not sit down and die. 2020, she revived her frozen beauty brand, Fan Beauty. Started from zero, formulated products herself, shot ads on her phone. 2021, Fan Beauty launched on Tmall, first-year sales 1.2 billion yuan. By 2025, the brand is in China's top 100 cosmetics, has stores in Malaysia and Thailand, and is entering Sephora Europe. Bloomberg now estimates her personal net worth has crossed 100 million US dollars again, mostly from Fan Beauty. At the same time, she began acting again outside the mainland. 2022, small cameo in Korean drama Insider. 2023, lead role in Hong Kong film Green Knight, invited to Berlin Film Festival. 2025, lead in Malaysian film Mother Bumi, just nominated for Best Actress at the Golden Horse Awards this November. Same year, invited as official jury member at Berlin 2025 alongside Christopher Nolan and Lupita Nyong'o. Her white gown on the 2025 Berlinale red carpet was called by Vogue the greatest comeback of the decade. On the mainland, the ban is quietly lifting. Late 2024, her classic films Bodyguards and Assassins and Sacrifice were re-released in cinemas for their 15th anniversary. Fans lined up for hours. November 2025. Insider sources say she has been greenlit to film a 2 billion yuan period drama on the mainland in 2026. At 44 in 2025, she still stops Paris Fashion Week in its tracks. But when asked about the past 7 years, she now says only one thing. "I lost everything once, so now I have nothing left to fear." From red carpet royalty to national criminal, from the woman the entire world turned its back on to the one sitting on the Berlin jury, Fan Bingbing has proven one thing. Some women don't die, they just rise from the ashes. Thank you for staying with the 100% true story of Fan Bingbing. If you're shocked, heartbroken, or in awe of this woman, drop a comment and share the video. See you in the next Chinese Entertainment Storm.